That's certainly something that I know many of us in our community are eager and excited about. And so it's amazing that we have these incredible products that allow for that. So thank you so much for inventing them and for teaching us about why they're so powerful. That's amazing.
Thank you. We've been doing a lot of talking about glutathione, and what members should know is over the last 20 years now, we've performed over 80 clinical studies, and we have multiple clinical studies on glutathione. So some of this we've covered in other webinars. So we're just going to go through it quickly. I'm going to send you some other links. So first, for people that are interested in this, I would encourage you to go to the science section of the website, and we have a tremendous amount of information there, not only on our glutathione patch, but all of our LifeWave patches. Now, we have one clinical study here that is interesting. And this was a study that we did many years ago because this is when we first came out with our glutathione patch, and we had people telling us that they were seeing with their teenagers tremendous reduction in acne. So we decided to do a clinical study on it. Now, first thing I'm going to say is if you're claiming that you are reducing acne, it's a medical claim. And so we can't make the claim it reduces acne. But Emily, if you scroll down to page 16, and you see this is a pretty long study with all the data.
Yeah, look at all that.
We'll go to page 16, and it says conclusion. There we go. Yeah, so check this out, right? We see that after 2 weeks of use, acne was reduced 69%.
Wow.
Keep in mind, when you look at products like Proactive, which are going to use things like benzoyl peroxide, they dry the skin, it's very irritating, and there's going to be those side effects. This, of course, when we're elevating glutathione, it improves the health of the skin. So I would just say this is interesting information. It's not a claim we're going to make anytime soon. Maybe this will show up in a future LifeWave product. It's something that I've talked to the marketing team about. But for now, we're excited that people can get these types of benefits.
That's amazing. So David, there have been a few questions that have come through that I don't know if you have noticed, but a lot of times we get a lot of questions on these webinars about placement, about how long to wear the patches. I did talk a little bit about how long to wear the patches at the beginning when we were trying to get everything sorted. But I don't know if you have any recommendations you'd like to make, just generally speaking, on best place to put the patch. Someone asked, is it best to put it on my liver? Anything like that?
Yeah, great question. So glutathione is an interesting patch. And in the sense that first you can put it behind the neck, you can put it below the belly button, and those are all fine because when we do our blood tests, we see that applying it at either of those places makes the blood levels of glutathione go up. So that means really any place you apply it, it's going to work pretty well. But we have found that applying it, let's say to an injury, to a point of pain, it definitely helps. So let's say that someone had a loss of cartilage in one of their knees. They could apply, that's always associated, by the way, with a loss of glutathione. So placing the glutathione patch at the knee is definitely going to help support a reduction in pain and improvement in range of motion in the knee. There's certain things that we definitely can't make claims about on these things. I will never travel without the glutathione patches. I found that for things like sore throat, you place anywhere between 1 and 3 patches around the throat, and that helps to soothe the throat. I'll just put it that way. So if someone's just interested in general detoxification, behind the neck, below the belly button is fine. But if they're concerned about a specific part of the body, they could apply the glutathione patch there.
Wonderful, wonderful.